So I'm getting nervous. This is feeling very familiar. Anyone that was gaming through the Wii generation will remember the confidence, cockiness, and hubris of Nintendo at the conclusion of the Wii's life cycle. And we were all really excited to see what was going to happen and what Nintendo was going to bring us after the ginormous success of the Wii. And we were met with the Wii U. And I remember I was very excited about the Wii U. I remember, waiting outside of Best Buy to pick it up. Had my pre-order ready to go, and that was a total failure. And I think a big part of that was their confidence, their overconfidence. And I'm feeling that way again. This is feeling very familiar. Nintendo won big last generation with the Switch. The Switch was amazing. It's my favorite console of all time, and it's not even a question. That's why I have a Switch YouTube channel. It's called Switch Addiction. I'm literally addicted to Switch. I think it's an amazing console. Such a great library, so versatile. I just love everything about it. And a lot of other people did too, which is why they saw the sales that they did. But now they're getting a little bit cocky, a little bit confident again, just like they were after the Wii, and it's making me a little bit nervous. So after their big Switch April 2nd Direct, a lot of different news came out about pricing, whether the game was going to be on the cartridge or not, and it's all making me very, very scared that we're going to see a repeat of what we saw after the Wii, which I hope is not the case, because I love Nintendo and I love the Switch, and I want the Switch 2 to be just as big of a success, if not more, than the first Switch. So some people were mad that the Switch was kind of just another Switch, like the Switch 2 was just another Switch. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted just a more powerful Switch that was made better with, no Joy-Con drift, a Switch that was just going to be better overall. And it seems like that's what it is. But now with the pricing, we heard after the Direct that it was going to be $450. Now that was a little bit higher than some people thought it was going to be. Some people, including myself, thought it was going to be $399. $450 I can live with, especially because it's like the successor to my favorite console of all time. But it's a little much for other people. I know that I have a Switch. My youngest son has a Switch. My daughter has a Switch, and one of the reasons for that is because it was cheap. And they could, save up their allowance from, their money from grandma and grandpa and buy a Switch. I don't think that's going to be the case this time. When my youngest son heard that the Switch 2 was revealed, the first thing he asked was, "How much is it? Can I get it for my birthday?" I said, "It's $450, buddy. So I'll buy one and you can play mine." It's going to have to be one of those things because it's a little bit, I don't know, it's getting up there, especially for a Nintendo product. And it's also come out that the games are going to be $80. Oof! I was still trying to get used to 70. Like when Tears of the Kingdom was announced to be $70, I was like, oof, that's a little steep. And now they're talking about 80. Like the big ones, like Mario Kart, are going to be 80, and like the smaller ones, like Donkey Kong, are going to be 70. And we know how Nintendo do. They don't drop their prices very often. It'll be for like a Black Friday or something. They'll go from like $60 down to $49.99, or maybe if you're lucky, $39.99. They don't drop their prices very often. So, I mean, is Mario Kart going to be $80 for like 8 years? Ooh, I really hope not. Because right now, my plan is to just kind of wait on the first party Nintendo stuff. And my focus and what I love about the first Switch was not the first party Nintendo stuff. It was like the third party releases, the ports of like the 360 and PS3 games. That's like my jam. Like the Kingdoms of Amalur re-release. Like that's the stuff that I really, really get excited about. So I'm probably going to stick to like the third party games for a while. Hope that maybe Nintendo will start to come to their senses and drop the prices, but I'm not going to hold my breath. So that's going to be 80. The Welcome Tour, which is like an on-screen tutorial about the Switch, they're charging for that. And I remember when I saw it on the Direct, I was like, well, this is going to be a pack-in. This is going to be, it's just going to come on the system like Astrobot did for the PS5. Nope. They're charging. I heard it's going to be $10. It just reeks of greed and just, I don't know. Like, I'm spending $450 on a system and you can't include a $10 video tutorial. Seems kind of scummy. It's making me a little nervous. I remember back with the Wii, Reggie really fought for Nintendo execs to include Wii Sports, and we all saw how that did. Like, Wii Sports was a phenomenon. Everybody loved it. Grandmas were playing it. It was just insane. I'm not saying that Welcome Tour is going to be like Wii Sports, but it's just a sign of goodwill. Like, hey, you bought our system. Here's a little something. Wii Sports seemed to be, it took off like wildfire. I don't think Welcome Tour will do that, but I mean, just give us Welcome Tour. It's $10. Like, just give us. It doesn't look fun. Like, it doesn't look like anything anyone's gonna buy, except for like the hardest core of hardcore Nintendo fans and people with Switch channels. I'll probably buy it, but it should be packed in. They're just being overconfident. They're like, hey, we did the Switch. Here comes the Switch 2. We're gonna charge whatever we want and raise the prices on everything. You guys are just going to take it, and people are pissed. Like, people are not happy about this. We saw on the Treehouse Direct, everybody spamming, drop the price, drop the price. Nintendo's freaking out right now from things that I've heard. Things are not going good over there right now. And now with the tariffs coming into effect, they don't know what to charge for this thing. Because it's looking like they're not even going to make a profit, which is kind of insane. So I think they're just waiting to see if the tariff thing calms down or where it settles. But we don't even know how much this thing is going to really be. They did delay the pre-orders, so we don't even know how much it's going to be. It may not be $450 anymore. I'm really scared about it. We'll have to see. It better not be more than $450. People are not going to buy this thing, except for like the hardcore Nintendo fans. I don't know. And then also having to pay extra for increased resolution in already released Switch games like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Like, what? Just give us a free upgrade. Like, we already bought the system. We bought the game. Like, just give us the free upgrade. It's just everything just reeks of scumminess and greediness. They even have a button on the controller called the C button that's going to handle chat, but you need to pay for that. So you need to pay to use the button. Like, I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared. Nintendo, I'm scared. What are you doing? Please no. Please don't do this. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about this. Like, is the Switch 2 going to be the Wii U? I hope not, man. I hope that the prices and the overconfidence of Nintendo don't push people away from this being as big of a success or an even bigger success than the first Wii was. Switch was, sorry. Thank you for my 18 subscribers. Let's switch here in a second. We're on the path to 20. Thank you so much, everybody that's watched the videos. It's been an amazing first week here on YouTube. Looking forward to many more. Feel free to drop comments about what you think about this. Is the Switch 2 going to end up like the Wii U? And how are you guys feeling about Nintendo's hubris right now? It's making me a little nervous. But anyway, I wanted to thank you guys again. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
I have a Switch addiction.